To transfer assets to a Morgan Stanley funding instruction, follow these steps. First, gather the necessary information, including your Morgan Stanley account number, the type of assets you want to transfer, and the current custodian of those assets. Next, contact your Morgan Stanley financial advisor to obtain the correct funding instructions for your specific situation. They will provide you with a transfer form and any additional documentation required to complete the transfer. Fill out the transfer form accurately and completely, making sure to include all required information, such as your account number, the type and quantity of assets being transferred, and the name and address of the current custodian. Then, submit the completed transfer form to Morgan Stanley, either by mail, fax, or online, depending on the options available. Be sure to keep a copy of the transfer form for your records. After submitting the transfer form, Morgan Stanley will initiate the transfer process with the current custodian. This may take several days to complete, depending on the type of assets being transferred and the custodian's processing time. During this time, it is essential to monitor the status of the transfer and contact Morgan Stanley if you have any questions or concerns. Once the transfer is complete, verify that the assets have been successfully transferred to your Morgan Stanley account. Best practices for transferring assets to a Morgan Stanley funding instruction include carefully reviewing the transfer form for accuracy, allowing sufficient time for the transfer to be completed, and maintaining open communication with your financial advisor throughout the process. By following these steps and best practices, you can ensure a smooth and successful transfer of your assets to a Morgan Stanley funding instruction. It is always recommended to consult with your financial advisor if you have any questions or need further guidance on the transfer process.